Hey, what's going on? It's Gavin from 106.1 Kiss FM.
And Chynna from GBF, who's too short to be in this video because Gavin is ridiculously tall.
I am, and we are here at Comic-Con, Indiana Comic-Con 2018, and we are having a blast so far. There's so much that we're going to show you. It's going to be amazing.
Do like a 360 so we can see like behind us. Like, there's places to sit.
Places to sit.
And then there's vendors.
There's vendors, and all the celebrities are like way back there. Like way back there.
Celebrity, oh yeah, they're way back there.
We bought stuff already somehow. I don't know how that.
Over here. There's games.
There's games.
There's like arcade games.
There's games right there. So yeah, there's a lot to do, and we're gonna take you on a journey this weekend.
Well, first of all, to start the journey, you gotta get your passes.
Gotta get them.
That's the first line you go to. That's your initiation line, and it's the first of many lines that you go through during a Comic-Con.
Yes.
Fandoms, Star Trek and Doctor Who, but also my head is very tiny, so.
I have a very large head, so this
Am I cool now?
Yes. It's just like, hello there. I feel like the most dapper gentleman when I wear this hat. Also, this is like a tough hat, so I feel like I could get hit by something.
My head's too small, your head's too big.
Gavin and Chynna here with Tim Jacobus, who was one of the artists on the original Goosebumps books. Now, I've been a Goosebumps fan for my entire life, so it's truly an honor to meet you. Do you have any favorite characters that you just really love drawing?
The Goosebumps, what was great about the Goosebumps series is that there was no single character throughout. So over the years, I've done almost 100 covers. I probably did 70 different characters. So I got to develop a ton of them. My favorite changes all the time. The egg monster from Mars is one of my favorites, the little drippy, oozy thing in the kitchen. And Monster Blood 2, which is the psychotic hamster. These are two of my favorites.
Those are classics. I just remember growing up with Goosebumps. In preschool, they helped me how to read. I was like one of the most advanced. I'm just talking about myself right now. Like I was an advanced preschooler that read Goosebumps, but I did. It was on one of the shelves that they put away from the kids because they were like, it's too scary. Like the covers are too scary. It's too scary content. And I was just flipping through them. I was like, this stuff is awesome.
And here you are at a comic convention because that's where it all goes.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for making those covers so scary, so that only I was the cool kid that got to read them.
How did you find that balance though by making the covers scary but still making them accessible to kids?
One of the main things, and I think it was one of the reasons, on book 1 and book 2, I did book 1 and a different artist did book 2, and they were trying to decide between the two styles what would work best all the way through. And I think the selling point was the colors. Now, I'm doing scary looking stuff, but you put that carnival of colors in there and put pinks and greens and stuff you don't usually see in a horror book, and it takes the edge off of it, and all of a sudden it seems there's something funny about that. So color is a big issue.
Dumbledore!
Right, I'm here with Ryan, who you might know from our media partner, Eyewitness News. Now, Ryan, what do you like doing at cons?
I like to go to the panels because they're so much more fun.
And why do you love the panels?
Because it's kind of, to be perfectly honest, it's kind of like going to a show, getting to see your favorite celebrity or favorite actor, actress, whatever, and then them kind of talking about either the business or just they just have tons of interesting stories. So it's like just really cool story time.
Hey, so it is day 2 of Indiana Comic-Con, and you are Killer Frost today.
I meant to do a 2 and it ended up being weird because I was holding my camera.
Yeah, true.
I am Killer Frost, yes.
And we are the first in line to meet
James and Oliver Phelps.
Yes, we are very excited about this.
I've never been at the first in line in anything.
I know, and we're like in the...
They haven't even opened.
We got to sneak a little bit early, and this guy's hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been a good time, and I cannot wait to see what kind of trouble we can get into.
This is the emptiest you will ever see a convention hall at a Comic-Con.
I know. It's so empty, it's like I am signing autographs. Like, that's how empty it is right now. Like,
yeah, same.
I've heard a salacious rumor, Optimus, on TMZ.com that you are actually dating a 2010 Toyota Corolla. Can you confirm that for us? You have heard it here first. That is true. That is true. That is impressive.
Go, Lane, you go.
part of the con experience, any con experience, is normally the food truck. It's just lines and lines of food trucks, and you can just eat here. You don't have to worry about going somewhere, and it also saves a lot of time from going to a different restaurant. Like it's cool that it's all here. So if you're on a con and you're hungry, chances are there are food trucks outside. Food truck burger. I'm here with Raven, who is a con goer, and are you having a good time?
Yeah, I'm having a great time so far.
And now, is this your first Indiana Comic Con?
No, this is actually my fourth.
And now, who are you cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying, well, it is the month of March, so I'm cosplaying Dual Scar Empora from the webcomic Homestuck, but in March drag.
Okay. Now, what makes Homestuck so important to you and make you go, I need to cosplay as that?
Well, I once met a friend at school who got me into Homestuck, and I never wanted to get into it, but once I got into it, I made a bunch of friends, and I came out of my shell, and it just means a lot to me.
Awesome. Now, would you have any advice for first-time cosplayers or somebody who might be thinking about coming to a Comic-Con?
Definitely, if you're using body paint, you want to seal, because otherwise you'll get paint everywhere on your friends and on your own clothes.
I'm here with Ginny, who is a first-time con goer, so this is your first con ever.
This is it, yeah.
Now, we got this guy back there hanging out. He's having a great time. Now, Ginny, how is your first con going so far?
It's been a lot of fun. We've seen a lot of cool panels. Got to meet Michael Bean, which was cool.
Yeah, and that was like your first celebrity encounter that you've had.
It was, yeah.
Were you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And now we're about to get a David Harbour photo op.
Yes.
From Stranger Things. How are you feeling about that?
My anxiety is lessened by the fact that there's not going to be time for me to have to say too much.
Yes.
So that's good. If I had to actually come up with things to say, then I would be much more nervous.
Well, we're going to use this as like a before, and then afterwards, we're going to come back and I'll ask you how it went.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm here with Ashley and Emily, who are David Harbour super fans, and you just got your photo taken with them. So what was that like?
Oh, it was just like crazy. He was so nice and so sweet. He was like just so laid back, very tall.
He's very tall. He's so tall. I'm tall.
I didn't know he was that tall.
All right, so we got to the David Harbour line.
Yes.
And our photos are done. Let's see them photos. Classic standing next to him. Me, though, I kind of went the extra mile. Boom. Finger guns. I'm here with the Justice League of Their Own, which is one of the best cosplays I've seen here at Indiana Comic Con. And the best part is, where are you guys from?
Evansville. Indiana, obviously. Yeah.
We managed to find like the two people who are actually from our hometown, which is very cool. And you have a very cool story about like being a League of Their Own.
Yeah, my mom was actually in the movie. You know, everybody says in Evansville, like everybody was in the movie at some point. But my mom got to be on like the teams in the beginning of the movie, and she went to Chicago with them and like played pitch and catch with Tom Hanks and like met all the stars because she was like a really good softball player. So she basically got scouted to show them how to play baseball and all that. So it was pretty sweet. So it's my favorite movie.
I am living in the moment right now. I don't have questions. I just I got my answers. Like I found them and I was like, this is it. This is the highlight of my day.
Okay, so I gotta ask, what made you decide to go with Aquaman and what made you go with Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman is just my favorite ever, but it actually, we kind of got the idea off on an online picture that we saw, so I can't take full credit for the idea, but Dottie Henson was Wonder Woman in the picture, so I was like, this is perfect because they're both my favorite characters.
I just really love Aquaman, even though people hate on him all the time, and she was, I know. And then like the card that they had, it was Kit, Aquawoman, Keller, and I was like, oh cute, we'll be Dottie and Kit. Now
you do roller derby, correct? How can people find out about your roller derby?
We have Facebook, Demolition City Roller Derby is the title. We have all kinds of information on there. We're always pretty active. We actually have a website also. If you just Google Demolition City Roller Derby, you'll find us. And I have, if you want to look for me, my name is Slaughtermelons, and I have a fan page also. So like, come check me out.
It's day 3 of the con, and it is the last day. And today we are once again in costume. I'm Tina from Bob's Burgers.
I'm Louise.
And so what are the things you want to do today at the last day of the con?
Well, I want to get David Harbour and Sean Astin's autograph because their lines were ridiculous yesterday, so I was like, I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah, but today it's Easter Sunday, which means that it shouldn't be as big of a crowd as yesterday, so hopefully it won't be as crazy. And are you starting to like lose your mind?
I'm distracted by the ears because they keep like flopping forward.
All right, we are here with S, who is one of the coordinators for Indiana Comic-Con. How much work goes into putting on an event like this?
An insane amount. Yeah, we tend to get up very early, go to bed very late, if ever. And I don't remember the last time I sat down.
So what is the most rewarding part of planning something like this?
Actually, it's a cliche, but the fans. To see their face when they meet their favorite celebrity, the satisfaction of, like, you know, waiting in line for hours and hours and then finally getting to that autograph. It's very satisfying to see their face, to see the tears.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely the most satisfying part.
Okay, so who is your dream guest that you would love to get for Indiana Comic-Con?
Tom Hiddleston.
Yes, I think you would have a really hard time line coordinating for Tom Hiddleston, because I just imagine every woman would rush him at every moment.
I feel like he'd have to be our only guest.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of Indiana Comic-Con 2018, Day 3. As you can kind of look in there, everything's kind of filing out. Everybody's kind of emptying out. I got to do everything I wanted to do this weekend. It was amazing. Got to do some stand-up comedy. It was super cool. And
I'm so tired right now.
We're all so tired right now. Do you have any stand-up moment that was like your favorite part of the weekend?
The Weasley twins. I just freaking love the Weasley twins, and they were awesome.
If you get a chance to go to Indiana Comic-Con, do yourself a favor and do it.
Yes.
Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed that, feel free to watch the other videos on the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever we post a new video.